So yeah, let's use the quadratic formula and the discriminant. So we are in lesson lesson 6, module 3, the quadratic formula. Stop talking, guys. Guys there, stop talking. We are in 22 December, page 300, 183. 183. Let's remember just a few things. We said ax bar 2 plus bx plus c. This is the general form, the general equation of the quadratic form, okay? The general form of the quadratic equation, which we solve, okay? Now, a always with x bar 2, b always with x, b always coefficient of x, and c is the free term. And we said a cannot be 0, because if a 0, then no x bar 2, right? Then it's not a quadratic equation. So BC can be 0, but A cannot be 0. Now, after we select A, B, C, or we find them, we find mean delta, we call it the discriminant. The discriminant tells us the type of the solutions at the end. And it's apart from the quadratic formula. So you need to calculate it to prepare it, so you will use it after a while. So b power 2 minus 4 AC. After you find it, you have 3 cases, one of the 3 cases. In each equation, you have one of the 3 cases, either positive, 0, or negative. If 0, if positive, 2 real solutions. And when I say real, no i's, no I, right? And again, if the question tells you find the real solutions of the following equation, and you have negative, then there is no real solution. Here you have complex, 2 complex solutions. يبني ماشي؟ Good. So if it's 0, guys, we have one real solution. One real solution. But assume I told you to assume that the question said find the real solutions, and you calculate delta and you have negative. No need to continue. What you would say? No real solutions. Some other books, by the way, some other books, other copies from Algebra 2, they gave the complex numbers, the I concept, after they gave the quadratic formula. You understand me? So they don't know, when you take the quadratic formula, you don't know anything about I, because you didn't take it yet, right? So at negative, they didn't talk about complex. They said no real solutions. But because we took the complex numbers, we can deal with the not real solutions, the complex answers. Okay? Done. Now, after you calculate delta, you can find mean, the values of x, the solutions of the equations, and we call them the roots. We can call them solutions of the equations or roots. In science, huh? Yeah, so x equal minus b plus minus square root of delta over 2a. And here, if delta is not 0, then you have a number here, not 0, right? In place of delta. So here you'll have a plus way and minus way, two-sided answers. So you have x1 and x2. We talked about that, but I just want to remind you each day about these ideas so you won't forget about it. We did example 1, example 2, example 1, example 2, the check of example 2, the check of example 2. We did example 2. The check of example 2. Yeah, let's do the check. Prepare your copy box, please. Yes. يعني this is what you care about. أنا حر. See, care about here. طيب, can I tell you a few questions? طيب. 2 مش 2 هيك. طب ايش يلا, we are on the check of example 2 in copy box, guys, please. Check of example 2, page 184. Now we have to solve this equation using the quadratic formula. 3x over 2 minus 5x minus 1 equal 0. This 0 is important. If it's not 0, switch it. Make it what? 0 always. Now, in the previous ways, either the factoring or the completing the square, we get rid of the 3, right? ما تخربط. Here, no need. This is the benefit of this equation. So you can directly involve in the solution. So A is, على طول prepare ABC, delta, your conclusion, then find the answers. So A is 3, B is -5, focus on negative, C is -1, focus on negative. What? Is the question said that? No, solve by using the quadratic formula. The question didn't say I want the real solutions. So delta equal b power 2 minus 4 AC, always write the formula. B -5 power 2 minus 4 times A3 times C -1. Here we have you 25 plus 12 means 37. Positive means 2 real solutions or roots. Okay? But now let's find them. Let's find them. Write the formula. X equal minus B, X equal minus B plus minus square root of delta over 2A, which is equal minus B. B is negative. Minus from the formula. And B is negative. It will be minus B. Got it? So you have two negatives. One from the formula, one from the number itself. It will be plus 5. Plus minus square root of 37 over 2 times A, which is 3, equal 5 plus minus. Do we know this? No. Leave it. Square root of 37. Or in the calculator, you can find it decimal. How much it will be? You can put 60.8 and continue. But in the exams, خلاص, leave it. But square root of 36. 6, you need to continue. Square root of 7, I don't know. Leave it. Done? It's acceptable solution. Over what? Over 6. Now you have two-sided solution. One positive, one negative. 5 plus square root of 37 over 6. 5 minus square root of 37 over 6. Done? Done. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes to copy. Now we are done with the example, the check. Let's go to example 3. And in example 3, they wrote the title of the example, complex roots. So we are in example 3, solve by quadratic formula. X power 2 plus 5x power 2 plus 8x plus 11 all equal 0. Same steps, same idea, but different with delta here. A 5, B 8, C delta. But first اتأكد إنه هذه 0. Right? مش 0 جيبها هنا. يلا delta B power 2 minus 4 AB. And notice that I always write the formula before replacing the values. Huh? I always write the formula. So this is equal 8 power 2 minus 4 times 5 times 11. Sorry, 4AC. Tamam? 4AC. This is C, okay? But minus 4 times 5 times 11. This is equal 64 minus 20 by 11. 420. يعني 420 هذه, right? 220. 220. It will be negative how much? 100. 156. This is delta. It is what? Negative. So we have two complex roots or solutions. Okay. Now let's find them. X equal minus b plus minus square root of delta over 2a. X equal minus b. b is what? 8. So minus 8 plus minus square root of negative 156 اللي هي delta divided by 2 times a, which is 5. 2 times a, which is 5. This is equal 8 plus minus square root of negative 156. First step, check if there is a square root of 156 without negative or decimal. Decimal. So it's not complete square, هذا 156. So what we will do now, the negative outside, it will be what? I. We did that before, and this will stay the same. 156. Got it? Got it? Over a negative 8. Sorry, over what? 10. Right? Again, the square root of the negative. Check. مثلا لو كان square root بدل 156 negative 100. How much this? 10i. So 10i here it will be, not I square root. Got it? Right. Now you have two-sided solution. x1, x2, 8, negative 8 plus I square root of 156 over 10, or negative 8, negative I square root of 156 over 10. Yes. This is square root, يبني. In complex numbers, we took a whole lesson about that, right? If you have negative here, then this root is not defined. In your calculator, if you put square root of negative 156, it will be math error. So this negative, how we get rid of it? We take it outside as square root. It is how much? I. We said before that I equal square root of negative 1. Check. So this negative 156, this negative 156, negative 156, It is square root of -1 times 156, right? We did that before. Then we distribute the root. It will be square root of -1, square root of 156, multiply between them. Square root of -1, how much? What's the square root of -1? I. This is I. Multiply this. This, if it's integer, put it. Decimal, leave it. عادي. That's why I wrote it I with the square root. Done? Allah عمل لي 156 divided by 4. 39. So the 156, if you want to simplify it, here 4 multiply 39, right? You can distribute the root on the 4, it will be 2, so the 2 outside, inside will be 39. Then you distribute the denominator, the numerator and the denominator, so you can simplify more. But this answer is acceptable, okay? Stop done writing. Let's go to the check. This is example, guys. It's written. It is solved in your book. It is solved, sorry. Write the things that it is not solved. The example, you can copy it later, train on it in your book. What? كيف يعني لازم نستعمل سكوير روت؟ لحظة شوي بس بدي أعلمك كمان شغله. مستر لازم سكوير روت فور وات؟ 156. We said that. We said it's acceptable, or you can make it square root of 156 decimal number and replace it. عادي. يعني كم من the square root of 156? How much? 12.4. But 12.4. It will be -8 plus 12.4i or -8 minus 12.4i. صح؟ طيب. But later on, maybe in exams, some exams, the calculator is forbidden to use. It's not allowed, maybe. So how will you find it? Keep it. Done? But again and again, if this root is known, like square root of 25, for example, square root of 64, square root of 81, no, you need to replace it. It's apart from your skills, by the way. Then I think we talk much about this thing. خلاص. Yeah. Now let's go to the check page 184. Use your copy box, please. So we are in the check page 184. Solve 9x power 2 minus 3x plus 18 equals 0. Yeah. A 9, B -3, C 18, delta B power 2 minus 4AC equal -3 power 2 minus 4 times A, 9 times C, 18. Calculator. This is 9. 4 by 9, 36 by 18. How much? 4 by 9 by 18. 4 by 9 by 18, how much? 600. 648. Now 9 minus 648. 639. Are you sure about this? Yeah. Now this is delta negative, then you have two complex roots or solutions. Okay? Right. Let's find them. X equal minus b plus minus square root of delta over 2a. Minus b. B is what? Minus. Minus minus 3. It will be 3 positive plus minus square root of negative 639 over 2 times a, which is 9, equal 3 plus minus. Check if you have square root of 639, leave it. Negative outside, it will be I square root of 639, square root of 639 over what? 18. Now you have x1, x2. x1, 3 plus I square root of 639 over 18. And here, 3 minus I square root of 639 over 18. Fish eye. You started, you're talking by if there is no negative. Where? Under the root. Under the root, no negative, no I. صح؟ 6i. Huh? 0, 1 solution. طب ماشي 3 plus square root of 0. كم square root of 0؟ 3 plus 0 و 3 minus 0. Same solution. لا, check هذا, check question, you need to copy it. What؟ خلينا اسمع زميلك يا ابني, انتوا الاثنين وبعدين ما زي الجارات هيك بس يروحوا جيزانهم على الشغل بيقعدوا يضلوا يحكوا. ايش بتحكوا؟ ايه يعني ايش؟ معلش دقيقة أنا بسجل.